What's up, guys? Today we're going to cause chaos. How do you cause chaos? Well, the first thing you're going to need is a granny, a small little granny, all right? And you're going to want to slap her so hard that she does a backflip Matrix style, all right, and lands on her feet. Okay, and she's like, "Why did that happen?" And you're like, you know that needed to happen, all right? I needed to bring you to life. I needed to get you invigorated. Okay, so how do you feel? She's like, "Well, when you frame it that way, I guess I really appreciate that you slapped the crap out of me." And then you say, "All right, well, let's fix this. Are you feeling a little bit better now?" And she's like, "Yes, I am. Thank you." And you slap her again, right? And then you slapped her so hard that her dentures fly out of her mouth and bite onto some other granny's cheek. That's double granny domination, right? And now you say, "Well, I challenge you to a game of Chubby Bunny with marshmallows." And you know that you're going to win. You know that you're going to win. And so she tries it, and she doesn't get it, so you slap her. But this time she slaps you back so hard that your soul peeks into the afterlife, all right? And then comes back, and when you come back, the first thing that she says is, "It's in the wrist. It's in the wrist." Now you guys are like, "Huh, interesting. Your cheeks are damn swollen." You get on Instagram, you start posting slap selfies, you get famous, all right? And people think you're sucking on gobstoppers. So then the gobstopper companies sponsor you, all right? And the next thing, you're slapping each other on the regular. It's becoming a very thrilling thing. You're getting those endorphins. She slaps you so hard that your jaw dislocates. So it hurts to laugh, but you're laughing. You've met your equal, but there's a positive that comes out of all of this, right? So truly, though, we are going to create chaos today. And the point of creating chaos is to acquaint yourself with the things we want to know the least. The states we want to know the least, which is chaos. It is overwhelm. All right. So what's the neuroscience behind this? The neuroscience behind it is that in your brain, circuitry runs when overwhelm begins to occur, and it connects to different circuitry that can be completely unrelated. So you find that you're concerning yourself with something that's bothering you on the day, but then you also find that it's actually connecting to something unrelated, something that happened years ago or may happen in the future, your worries, your concerns for the future, your regrets of the past. So what do? Do you continue to avoid this and stay in happy places? No. The idea to dominating chaos is to embrace chaos, and is actually to create chaos. So how do you create chaos? Well, here's the exercise, right? You sit down and you make yourself feel miserable. You start to utilize all the hurt in your life that you can bring to the fore, and you start to take it and make yourself, you feel terrible, think terrible, put yourself proactively in that space of overwhelm, but then you actually bring yourself through it into a place of resolve, and you make yourself feel immensely happy. So why would such a bizarre exercise work? Well, the idea is that it's what I call amending the circuitry. Right? When you've got circuitry in your brain, it runs to a certain extent and concludes, which may be overwhelm, 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 and given time, you slip out of it. But it has not been resolved, all right? When you proactively put yourself in spaces of overwhelm and in places of chaos, then what's going to happen the next time you genuinely experience it in your life is that you go, "Hang on, something was left here. Last time I encountered this chaos, I actually brought it to a place of resolve." That kind of conditioning is massively helpful, knowing that you cannot future-proof when overwhelm and catastrophe and chaos is going to enter your life, right? So by proactively strengthening yourself, like going and feeling the pain at the gym, feeling the pain, manifesting it in your mind and in your body, being brave enough to go there, and then being even braver to pull yourself out of it to a place of massive elation, is the exercise that is going to involuntarily show itself the next time that you encounter overwhelm or chaos, okay? So essentially the point is that by proactively doing this, you cement it in your behavior for the future. So you may never know what overwhelm or chaos is going to come into your life, but you do know that there's a different form of circuitry running in your brain. There's a different way to resolve things, all right? And last point on this is, my little analogy is a matric exam. You could pass a matric exam by 55% and be like, "Glad I made it." Or you can be a little nerd about it and go 100%, or you can be ridiculous and go 110%. But the point in this is polarity, all right? It is extreme chaos, and it is bringing extreme order within yourself. If you can do that, then you can begin to initiate a new pattern that is unlike anything anyone has ever done before, all right? Your resilience goes up because you acquaint yourself. You make yourself BFFs with chaos, all right? And you control it like a wild horse. You tame that wild horse. You bring order to your chaos, and then on a daily basis, you find that you're able to establish a resilience and a level of control that you never knew because you were brave enough to step into chaos before chaos stepped into your life. Hope that helps. Thank you.